Hello friends, let us discuss few important questions from OBG. First question is, which of the following is the best way to assess cephalopelvic disproportion? The correct answer is trial of labor. Trial of labor is the best way to assess CPD. It is done only in a non-scarred uterus. First we will do trial of labor, then MRI, then CT scan. Next question is, which of the following is the most common cause of vesico-vaginal fistula in developing countries? The correct answer is obstructed labor. Most common cause of vesico-vaginal fistula in developing countries is obstructed labor, whereas most common cause in developed countries is gynecological surgeries in developed countries. Next question is, which of the following is the most common cause of recurrent breech presentation? The correct answer is uterine anomalies. Most common cause of breech presentation is prematurity, whereas most common cause of recurrent breech presentation is uterine anomalies. Next question is, which of the following is not a criteria for external cephalic version? The correct answer is ruptured membrane. The requirements for external cephalic version are singleton pregnancy, adequate liquor, normal fetal heart rate, and there should be intact membrane. And there should be no contraindication for vaginal delivery. Next question is, neglected shoulder presentation with dead baby can be managed by all of the following methods except. The correct answer is craniotomy. Craniotomy is done only in vertex presentation. Next question is, which of the following is the investigation of choice in case of molar pregnancy? The correct answer is ultrasonography. USG is the investigation of choice, whereas for confirmation, histopathological examination is needed for confirmation. Next question is, which of the following is the best sign of impending rupture of uterus? The correct answer is non-reassuring fetal heart rate. This is the first sign and it is the most common sign and it is also the best sign. Next question is, in which of the following condition induction of labor is not contraindicated? The correct answer is previous LSCS. What are the contraindications for induction of labor? In all conditions in which vaginal delivery is contraindicated, their induction of labor is also contraindicated. The contraindications for induction of labor are contracted pelvis, history of ruptured uterus, transverse lie, major degree of placenta previa, classical cesarean section. Next question is, in which stage of labor there is highest risk of heart failure? The correct answer is immediate postpartum. Highest risk is seen in immediate postpartum, followed by second stage of labor, followed by after 32 weeks. Next question is, which of the following is not seen on USG in case of hydrops fetalis? The correct answer is peritonitis. It is not seen on USG. Hydrops fetalis is seen when hemoglobin is less than 5 gram. Hydrops fetalis can be diagnosed on USG. Any of the two following features should be present, either pericardial effusion, pleural effusion, and ascites and subcutaneous edema. Peritonitis is not present. Next question is, which of the following is the most common vessel to suffer uteroplacental insufficiency? The correct answer is umbilical artery. Ductus venosus is the last vessel to get affected. Next question is, which of the following is not the effect of increased estrogen during pregnancy? The correct answer is decreased levels of binding globulins. In pregnancy, there is increased level of binding globulins because of estrogen. Next question is, which of the following is the indication of blood transfusion during pregnancy? The correct answer is pregnancy more than 34 weeks and HB 6 gram. What are the indications for blood transfusion during pregnancy? Any time during pregnancy we can transfuse blood if patient is having features of impending congestive heart failure, and in case of pregnancy more than 34 weeks and HB less than 7, in these cases also we can transfuse blood, or pregnancy less than 34 weeks and HB less than 5. Next question is, which of the following is the most common nerve injured in lithotomy position? The correct answer is common peroneal nerve. Most common nerve injured in peripartum or postpartum is lateral cutaneous nerve of thigh. Next question is, which of the following is not a soft marker of aneuploidy in second trimester? The correct answer is lengthy limbs. The soft markers are nuchal fold thickness, absent nasal bone, brachycephaly, and shortened limbs. Which of the following is not true about triple test? The correct answer is decreased HCG. In this triple test, there is raised HCG, decreased alpha fetoprotein, and decreased unconjugated estriol. There is something called as quadruple test. Along with these three, there is increase in inhibin. Next question is, which of the following is not a complication of polyhydramnios? The correct answer is fetal compression. This is complication of oligohydramnios. Next question is, which of the following is not the sign of placental separation? The correct answer is shortening of umbilical cord. The other options are the signs of placental separation. There is permanent lengthening of umbilical cord. There is permanent lengthening of umbilical cord. In this, there is increase in fundal height because placenta comes down and it pushes the uterus upward. Which of the following is not the correct statement about active management of third stage of labor? The correct answer is give oxytocin 10 international units IV bolus. We should give oxytocin 10 international unit as infusion. When we are giving oxytocin intravenous, we should give infusion. Oxytocin should not be given as intravenous bolus because it can cause hypotension, reflex tachycardia, arrhythmia, myocardial ischemia, and cardiac arrest. Next question is, in which of the following case early cord clamping is done? The correct answer is when baby needs resuscitation. According to active management of third stage of labor, delayed cord clamping has to be done. That is, cord is clamped after 1 minute so that there is extra 80 ml of blood goes to baby. In some cases, early cord clamping has to be done, like in Rh negative baby and when baby needs resuscitation, and in HIV positive cases. Next question is, which of the following is not a sign of intrauterine death? The correct answer is Buddha sign. Robert sign means there is air in big vessels. It is seen as early as 12 hours. Spalding sign means there is overriding of parietal bones. This ball sign means there is hyperflexion of spine. There is hyperflexion of spine. Buddha sign means there is halo around fetal head. It is a finding of hydrops fetalis. This is not a finding of intrauterine death. Next question is, which of the following is not a diagnostic criteria of HELLP syndrome? The correct answer is elevated lipoproteins. H means hemolysis. EL means there is elevated liver enzymes. LP means there is low platelet count. HELLP syndrome is a feature of severe preeclampsia, most commonly presents in third trimester. Next question is, which of the following is the most specific gross congenital anomaly in over diabetes mellitus? The correct answer is sacral agenesis. This is also called as caudal regression syndrome. Most common CVS anomaly is ventricular septal defect. Most specific anomaly in CVS is transposition of great arteries. Next question is, what is the dose of folic acid to be given in pregnant women with high risk of gross congenital anomalies? The correct answer is 4 mg. Routinely, to prevent neural tube defects, folic acid is given in the dose of 0.4 mg. But in cases of high risk of gross congenital anomalies, the dose of folic acid is 4 mg. Next question is, which of the following is not a complication seen in baby of diabetes in pregnancy? The correct answer is hyperglycemia. In these babies, there is hypoglycemia because of hyperinsulinemia. Baby has high risk like hypoglycemia, polycythemia, hypocalcemia, hypomagnesemia, respiratory distress syndrome. Friends, if you like this video, please click like button and share this video to your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.